In today's video, I'm going to be ranking every single Fortnite season from Fortnite Chapter 1 Season 1 all the way to Chapter 5 Season 1. I've been playing Fortnite pretty much ever since it came out, and with the new season, Chapter 5 Season 2 coming out soon, I thought it's time to go ahead and rank every season we've had so far. Also guys, if you could drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, it'd mean a lot to me. I'm getting pretty close to 8,000 subscribers, so every subscriber helps. Without further ado, let's get right into this. Alrighty guys, so starting with Chapter 1 Season 1. This season was Fortnite pretty much at its most basic form. You know, I had pretty basic POIs, you know, there was definitely some minor errors with the gameplay and everything, but it's still pretty nostalgic, and that simple form of Fortnite just hits different. It's super nostalgic at this point, and everyone was kind of a noob at the time, so you didn't have any sweats really. I feel like I gotta put this at least in the A tier. I mean, it's simple, but it's just so much fun. Alright, moving on to Chapter 1 Season 2. This was really when I was getting into Fortnite towards the end of this one. It's just so nostalgic, you know, this was the first ever battle pass with the Black Knight tier 100 skin. You know, this is really when Fortnite was starting to peak, alright? It wasn't quite at its peak, but I mean, it was getting there, and it was just a lot of fun. This is the season that really got me into it, so I think I gotta put this one in the S tier. Alright, super just amazing season. I mean, if this was out now, I'd still probably be playing it every day. Now we got Chapter 1 Season 3. Again, another banger season. Somehow it just continues to get better from here. It's a really great season, so much fun. The John Wick skin at tier 100. You got all the classic POIs. It's nostalgic, it's fun. I had a lot of fun with my friends at the time, and I mean, I was still a noob, but I mean, it was just so much fun. It didn't even matter if you were losing every time. You know, it was a good time. I gotta put it in S tier as well. I'm probably putting it slightly above Season 2. Just an overall amazing season here. Moving on to Chapter 1 Season 4. Again, another amazing season. There was a lot of like superhero themes in this. You know, you had the Dusty Divot. Was it Dusty Divot? I know the meteor hit Dusty Depot. Look, it's been a while. I don't remember these location names, but you know, that's really when there was a lot of changes in here. And yeah, it's just very nostalgic season. I remember when this first came out, Fortnite Mobile was actually released around this time, I believe. First time ever. I was literally playing this new chapter on a school bus. Yes, you heard that correctly. I remember I was on a field trip and I was literally playing this on a school bus, alright? Going to wherever we were going. Like, no one even cared about the field trip. They were just playing Fortnite Mobile. I mean, it was a great time. Great memories out of this one. It's going in S tier. Okay, so now that I'm actually thinking about this a little more, I guess nostalgia got a little bit me. I feel like I have to demote Chapter 1 Season 2 into the A tier, just because Season 3 and 4 were just a step up from this one. You know, there was more going on in those ones. Alright, moving on to Chapter 1 Season 5. Again, another amazing season. You know, just introduced, Paradise Palms, new location. This is really when Fortnite, I feel like it really became sweaty during this time, or that's when building was really being utilized. You know, a lot of new mechanics with this. You know, I was definitely trying to become a sweat at this time. I remember raging a lot during the season. Was this when the drum gun was added? I'm not completely sure. Banger season right here. I think it is a slight step down from Season 4. So I think I'm still going to put it in A tier, right above Season 2. Still, a really good season. Pretty much all of Chapter 1 is just banger after banger. Moving into Season 6 of Chapter 1, another pretty good season. You know, there's a lot of Halloween skins in here, you know, new loot pools, locations. I mean, it was a good season. I feel like it lost a little bit of its charm though from previous 5 seasons, you know. I believe this is when the whole cube thing was introduced, and I mean, that was cool, but it wasn't like, I guess, mind-blowing. I mean, I don't know. This season doesn't really feel as memorable as the other ones in Chapter 1, just because of how amazing a lot of these were. So I feel like I'm going to put this in the B tier. Season 7, this had a lot of Christmas themes in it, a lot of snow on the map, some new POIs, a lot of winter skins in here and Christmas skins, just some great stuff overall. It was another solid season. I'm pretty sure the Infinity Blade was in the season, but if you didn't have the Infinity Blade, I mean, you're just gonna get killed pretty fast. So I feel like that was almost a downside to this season. I don't know. Wasn't the biggest fan of it. I'm still gonna put this in B tier because, I mean, it was still a very fun season. Here we go into season 8. Honestly, this one's a little bit forgettable for me. I know there was like flintlock pistols added into this, some bows, definitely a lot of new locations, but again, there was just better seasons coming out. This one's a little bit forgettable to me. Still fun, obviously, but definitely not my favorite season out there, I guess. Honestly, I still gotta put it probably at the end of B tier, just because it's slightly forgettable, but I mean, I still had a lot of fun with it. Here we go into season 9. This was a fun season, okay? I remember, it was futuristic. This is when the combat shotgun came out. Honestly, it might be my favorite shotgun in all of Fortnite out of any chapter. It was just so much fun. It was kind of overpowered, but I was good with it, and this is really like another peak time for me. I know some people may not agree with this opinion because there's definitely a lot of new mechanics in this season, and it was a lot different from most of the other seasons. For me, I have a lot of great memories with this season. The John Wick mode is really fun. I remember playing that with my brother a lot. It was just so much fun. So many great memories from that, and yeah, I feel like I just have to S tier this just for so many good memories. Hot take, but I'm putting it in front of season 3. Here we go into season X, or season 10 of chapter 1. An alright season, I guess. There was a lot going on in this, a lot of stuff. You had the mechs, and they're bringing back a lot of old locations. Just was not really my thing. Probably gonna have to put this D tier, honestly. I feel like it just fell off in a lot of ways. Definitely not my favorite season, but the ending was really cool with the black hole event, which led into chapter 2 season 1. And honestly, a lot of people at the time, they wanted a new map, just super fun at the start, but this thing dragged out so long. Fortnite did not add like any updates for this, and it was just repetitive and got boring easy. There was a lot of bots in this mode, which at times it was fun, but at others it got boring. I'm gonna have to C tier this one. Not chapter 2 season 2, banger. It's going in the S tier. Best season probably out of chapter 2. You had just introduced like NPCs into Fortnite, a lot of locations. You had Midas's drum gun. Loot pool was super fun. I think Deadpool was in this season, I believe so. Not completely sure about that, but it was just so much fun. A lot of great memories. Easily next year. Chapter 2 season 3, this was another good one. There was a lot of more, I guess, water locations, and I forgot sharks were in chapter 2, and those things were annoying. But regardless, chapter 2 season 3, again, another pretty fun season. It doesn't have the same charm as season 2. It was still a lot of fun. I'm probably gonna put this, honestly, it's gonna go over season 6. I mean, it was a good season. Next, we got season 4 of chapter 2. This was when all the Marvel skins were in the battle pass. It was an entire Marvel battle pass. Iron Man was tier 100. I remember grinding a lot for that Iron Man skin, and while I did have some fun in this season, I feel like there was just too much Marvel in it. And like, I'm a huge Marvel fan, don't get me wrong, but was at a point where Fortnite had too many collaborations starting to happen. Definitely some highlights of this season, but I feel like I have to put it probably towards the top of C tier. Definitely some better seasons in my opinion. Going into season 5, this is when like Mandalorian came into the game. You had a lot of new locations here, new loot pool. I didn't play this season much. This was definitely more of a least interesting Fortnite season to me, so probably gonna put it in the D tier. Was not the biggest fan of this. Then we got season 6. This season, it had the primal loot pool. If you were a fan of the primal loot pool, you probably had a great time with this season. Personally, I didn't like it. Barely played this season. One of my least favorite. It's F tier. Moving on to chapter 2, season 7. This was like this alien themed season. I'm pretty sure Superman was in it. Looking back at this season, I kind of regret not playing it as much because it had a lot of good stuff to offer. You know, I didn't play it that much, but it's one of those things that I appreciate now versus back then. It's going in the B tier. You know, definitely regret not playing that one more. The next season, season 8, chapter 2. This one was an alright season. It was a nice transition from the previous season. It was kind of like this cubed thing with a lot of like alien monsters and stuff. I am kind of drawing a blank from this one. It is slightly forgettable for me. I know a lot of people had a good time with this one. For me, it was an average season. It's going in the C tier. Chapter 3, season 1. This was a good season for me. I liked the loot in this one. You know, this had a lot of the Spider-Man web slingers. It was fun for me. The movement was fun. I like the map in this season. It's going in the B tier at least. Actually, you know what? This one is going in the A tier. Chapter 3, Season 2. This one, it's forgettable for me. I didn't play it much. Yeah, I had fun moments in this, but I mean, like I said, just not my favorite. It's going in the C tier. Alright, we got Chapter 3, Season 3. Yeah, this one was trash. I'm sorry. It's going in the F tier. Not much to be said about it. Just no, okay. And after this season, it's another forgettable one. I mean, I don't have anything to say about these. It's going in the F tier. I'm sorry if you like this one. It's just not for me. Alright, moving on to Chapter 4. I did not play too much of Chapter 4, but Season 1, it was alright. I feel like it got a little bit too much hate, from what I've seen at least, but for me, the loot pool, it was decent. Same with the map. I mean, it wasn't bad or anything. I mean, it was alright. It's like your typical Fortnite season, I guess. It's C tier. Alright, moving on to Chapter 4, Season 2. You know, this was a good season, alright? It had a good loot pool. Mega City, it was a little bit too much at times, but overall, I mean, looking back, it was fun. You know, I'll give it a solid B tier. Yeah, it was a nice season. Chapter 4, Season 3, I played a lot of this, not gonna lie. I mean, the map, it was decent, not the best, not the worst, but I don't know, I just remember having a lot of fun with this season. There's like dinosaurs in there, a lot of crazy stuff, but overall, I mean, I had fun with it, so yeah, I'm also going to put this in the B tier. Alright, Chapter 4, Season 4. This was fun when I did play it, but I barely played it. I don't know, I just was not really fully back into Fortnite. I mean, I did play the previous one a lot. I don't know, I just didn't return to this one that much. It wasn't a bad season, but I mean, I just wasn't that interested in it. I will probably put this in C tier. Alrighty guys, so now we are moving on to the return of OG Fortnite. This was honestly so much fun. If this season didn't come out, I don't even know if this video would be in the making or my previous videos. This really brought my love back for Fortnite overall. It was so much fun. All my friends that played OG Fortnite were coming back to it, and there's just so much to love about this season. This is easily going in the S tier. Then we're moving into the newest season, which is Chapter 5, Season 1. You know, the movement was really not good. It was bad. Alright, it is a little bit better now though. They also introduced a lot of other game modes into Fortnite, which was like the Lego mode, you know, the Rocket League mode, Guitar Hero type mode, and so I don't know, I'm almost indifferent to this season. Probably gonna put it in C tier. That concludes this ranking video of all the chapters in Fortnite. Chapter 5 Season 2 does look promising from the leaks that I've seen, so hopefully it will be a good season. But thank you all so much for watching this video, and if you did enjoy, make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Comment down below what your favorite seasons are, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Later.